Welcome back to your Yankees Latest. I'm your host, John Laloggia. Yanks lose 6-3 to the Red Sox. Just a really deflating loss. A game you had to have against your biggest rival. You're at home. Rice has a good day at the plate. Just not enough offense, and we'll get to sort of kind of what's the construction of this team is a problem, and unfortunately we're seeing the same things we're seeing last year. They're down 4-3. They give up a big home run to Roman Anthony late. De Los Santos gives up a bomb. Roman Anthony's going to be a problem. I mean, there's a reason they signed him and locked him up. He's going to be a problem for a long time. I like to see a lefty against him and not De Los Santos, but that's just me. But they just lose a big one. Judge 1 for 4, not really coming up in clutch situations. Ben Rice was great, 2 for 3 with a home run, a triple, a walk. I mean, he's been amazing. His 20th home run of the year, and that's amazing. Heel, has great stuff, and he's looking like he's coming back. But there's just a lot of also with Rice, the Yankees' 20th straight run via a home run, and I'll get to this in a second. Tied them with 4 of their clubs for most consecutive home runs via the home run since the expansion era. And that's sort of where I'm going to get to, where this team, it's a problem, and the reason it's a problem is they're a one-dimensional team. If they do not hit home runs, they're not going to win the ball game. I mean, that's kind of what it was last year, and it's a problem. If this team doesn't out-homer the other team, they're probably going to lose, and they only got 1 from Ben Rice. They need to find other ways to win. They need to play clean game. We'll get to that in a second. They need to not make costly errors. They need to not make 3 errors in one inning. They need to play a holistic, solid game of baseball. Look at the Brewers. The Brewers don't have the payroll. They certainly don't have the power. As the Yankees, not even close. But they play hard. They run the bases well. They don't make errors. They catch the ball. They get base hits. They hit in key situations, top to bottom through that lineup, and they get base hits. And you saw that with the Red Sox. Roman Anthony's 2-run homer came after they were up 4-3. But the way they got their home runs, Nathaniel Lowe's sac fly, Roman Anthony's RBI single, which was just a solid hit to left center, right past Volpe. And then Nathaniel Lowe's go-ahead double. Again, these are not home runs. This is how they took the lead. He roped it in the gap with guys on base. And then Roman Anthony's 2-run homer sealed the deal. And you kind of knew it was pretty much over at that point. Chapman comes in to get the save, which is also annoying to see him do that. The Red Sox are 21-12 in their last 33 games. Versus the Yankees since the start of 2023, going 7-3 in those series over that span, 4-1 on the road. So this team isn't afraid. This team knows how to beat the Yankees, and it's just a bigger problem that we've seen. It's awesome when they crush the Rays and they're hitting all these home runs and they look invincible, but that doesn't happen. Home runs slump, but speed doesn't slump. Making contact doesn't slump. Playing good defense doesn't slump. It just doesn't. Hitting slumps. Lack of home runs slump. And that's what's happening with this team. And it's just if they don't get multiple home runs from a variety of different guys, you just feel like they're not going to win. And you also feel like if it's a close game and they don't get that big home run, they're going to lose. And it's, again, this whole narrative, it reminds me of last year. They make 3 errors in the second inning. Wells overthrows a base runner at second, trying to steal. And they limited it to 1 run, but just sloppy with 3 errors in the second inning. And it's just, they just give teams avenues to win games. They open up opportunities for teams to win games because they don't play clean. They beat themselves. It's so frustrating because we saw this all last year. Yes, the home runs are awesome. I'm not going to lie. It's really, really important. But home runs alone are not going to win you a World Series. It's so frustrating. It's the little things, making errors, not hitting with runners in scoring position. The Yankees finished 2 for 7 with runners in scoring position while stranding 10 guys on base. And it's just the story we keep seeing over again. It's driving me crazy. And that just goes back to what is so frustrating about Aaron Boone. He said, he goes, quote, just not a real clean game, end quote, for us. Just not a great night for us. Yeah, I keep hearing the same thing from Aaron Boone time and time again, and I don't see changes. This team can't be one-dimensional. They need to find other ways to win other than out-homering the opponent, which is not going to happen every game. Hitting home runs is very difficult. You have the luxury of having a lot of guys on your team that can do it, which is awesome. And when it's going well, they look unstoppable. They look invincible. They beat teams by 8 or 10 runs. When it slumps, you got to find different ways to win. And they're still not hitting with runners in scoring position. Judge was not clutch tonight, which was a problem. You need him to hit in clutch situations. And they made 4 errors. That is insane. It's it's just crazy. 3 in the second inning. Why did this team not prioritize defense and making contact, considering how you lost to the Dodgers last year? I don't get it. And then it's rearing its ugly head against your biggest rival, a team that you have to beat because, spoiler alert, in the standings, they're now a half game behind you. So the Yankees are 4.5 outside of first place. Toronto's in first. And the Yankees the Red Sox are a half game back. The way that the Yankees play tonight, at the end of this series, the Red Sox are going to be in second place, and the Yankees are going to be back in third. They got another game. They got 4 games set, so obviously there's a ton of baseball left, but it's the way they lose. We're seeing the same thing over and over again. We're seeing the manager give us the same BS time and time again. Well, it's right in front of us, and we have to play a clean game. It's not happening. There's no adjustments. There's no optimizations happening. It's just like Fishman comes up with a lineup in the computer, and Boone's like, sounds good, let's go with that. This team is poorly constructed. They hit so many home runs. It masks so many flaws within this team, and you get exposed against good teams. You get exposed against teams who can do a variety of things. Teams who are versatile, who know how to win, who can beat you in different ways and don't have to out-homer you every night to win. And that's what the Red Sox did tonight. They got more base hits than the Yankees, 10-8. They scored more runs, and they had 1 error, and the Yankees had 4. And that's the ball game. Boston played a cleaner game. Yanks go again tonight, 7:05 Eastern start. Should be a good one. Day game on Saturday, and then Sunday Night Baseball on Sunday night, which should be awesome. I'll be there to recap that. This has been your Yankees Latest. I'm your host, John Laloggia. Please limit the errors the next 3 games so I don't have to go freaking crazy watching the same types of losses night in and night out. Beat this team. Make a statement. This is your biggest rivalry. Let's go. Have a great weekend. I'll see you on Monday. Take care.